I think I see on my laptop here. This is going to feel like it's right out of the Jim Acosta Show on Substack. We're bringing in a live guest, my friend, your friend. It is the wonderful and talented Rosie O'Donnell. There she is.
How you doing, Jim?
I'm doing great, Rosie. How are you?
I'm well. Everybody showed up. How's the crowd?
Not too bad. It's looking good.
Excellent.
And Rosie, you're coming to us live from Dublin. Is that correct?
That's right. It's almost 1 in the morning, but I'll stay up for you any night.
Oh, my goodness. Thank you so much. Likewise, likewise. I'm so pleased that you're here, and so is the audience. And, you know, there's one person in Washington who's probably not pleased that Rosie O'Donnell is being beamed into the Lincoln Theater just down the street from 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue. I can't imagine what's going through his mind right now if he were to hear that Rosie O'Donnell's live in Washington right now. My goodness.
Well, he seems to hear a lot about me. I don't know if I'm on his Google alerts, but, you know, I was listening to reading the post that he made on his Truth Social, where he said that Biden was murdered and then he was replaced by a robot.
I saw this.
Is a man we can't get out of the White House. I don't understand what's happening.
It's crazy. And I know, and there's all of this focus and attention on this other president and his mental, you know, faculties and so on, and you have Donald Trump posting on Truth Social that Joe Biden has been replaced by a robotic clone. I mean, I think something is wrong here. But Rosie, one of the things that I always love talking to you about, many years ago, you got his goat so bad, he has not been able to get over this. And I think just the other day, it was like right after you got into office, the Irish Prime Minister here was something, and they brought you up, one of the reporters, and he couldn't help himself. He still thinks about you.
I know, I gotta tell you, he does not like to be ridiculed. And that's why I think every comedian in America should be working overtime to ridicule him. Because believe me, he's ripe for ridicule. And it is absolutely mind-boggling to me every day when he goes further and further into his mental illness. He is unfit to lead. He is a criminal. He is blatantly stealing things in front of our very eyes. And then, you know, Mr. Compassion says that he does not feel bad for Joe Biden, who has cancer, because he was a mean and nasty guy. Every single thing he says is an indictment against himself. Yeah. And he's not even mentally aware enough to know what he's doing.
Yeah, no, you're absolutely right. And you know, the reason why you're coming to us from Ireland is you said, you know, the heck with it, I'm out of here, I'm going to go live in Ireland. And how's it going over there? When I see clips of you, you look like you're having the time of your life. You know, the Irish have taken you in. They're top of the morning to you, Rosie.
Exactly.
You know, all of that. How about the pint?
The Irish people are loving, and they have always been on the right side of history. And I have only met 2 people, both cab drivers, who support Donald Trump. Every other person I've met in Ireland comes over to me and says, "Darling, you came here because you hate Trump?" I said, "Yes, I did, sir." He's like, "Have a pint." And he buys me a pint of beer. People here get him and see him for who he is, and why Americans are still under his cult-like control. It is unbelievable to me. It really boggles my mind. And with his selling us things every 5 minutes, and now he's going to have this military parade on his birthday, and that is also Obama Day for everyone on the internet watching this. It's Obama Day, where you post nothing but Obama pictures, and that's what I think we need to do.
Okay, very interesting. Yeah, what do you think about that, Rosie? He's going to throw himself this big military birthday party like Kim Jong-un. I think he thinks the ICBMs are going to be rolling down Pennsylvania Avenue or something like that, and he'll salute, you know, something, I don't know what. But what's with this guy?
He is honestly psychotic. I think the man is mentally delusioned, living in his own reality. He has no understanding of the world, of empathy, of compassion, of basic humanity. Yeah. He is really a mentally ill person. And it was, you know, there were so many doctors who came out when he was in the first go round with this insanity, when he wasn't even on hyperdrive like he is now, older and less wise. He is now, they made a book that said The Duty to Warn, where psychiatrists, leading psychiatrists in the country in his first term, were saying he is so narcissistic and mentally unfit that they felt it was their duty to warn the American public.
Yeah.
But the American public, I don't know, some of his people are under that spell of him.
But he took that the mental competency test or whatever he says, that he aced the cognitive test. He always says, I aced the cognitive test, where they did man, person,
he says
camera.
Dog, brush, man, north, south. The fact that he doesn't have the intellectual capacity to understand what a moron he is. He's a moron. He really is. And this isn't, to try to get laughs. The man has the vocabulary of a third grader.
Yeah.
He can't answer a question. Did you hear when they asked him, what does the Declaration of Independence mean to you? Did you hear his answer, Jim?
No, tell us. What was it? I think I missed that.
Oh, dear God. He's like, well, it means independence. And it means, lots of great things that it means. And it's it's better than most of the other declarations. And, he is totally inept.
Yeah.
And why our nation is being hoodwinked and put through this trauma. Why all these federal workers, why the people at the Kennedy Center who have dedicated their lives to the arts have to go under his control and domain. And thank God those people walked out. Thank God people are resigning. Thank God musicians are saying, no, we won't do it. And that's what people need to do, to stand up to him in his face, get in his face. He can't take it.
He can't take it.
Can't take it.
And Rosie, this is why I love you, because you have cracked the code. You cracked the code on this a long time ago, that the way to get under his skin is to stand up to him. He's like a typical bully.
And tell the truth.
And tell the truth.
Just
Facts.
tell the truth.
Yeah.
Get a fact about something he said and say it back to him. And don't let these reporters, Jim, it makes me insane. When he's going through his thing about it's a declaration and it's full of independence. And the reporter, I think it was Leslie Holt, I don't know who it was looking at him with incredulous looks on their face, and they don't say anything.
Yeah.
It's like, what's wrong with your voice? Why can't you say, you're making no sense, Mr. President? Do you not know what the Declaration of Independence is?
That's a good point. Well, maybe because they saw that I used to do that, and then you saw what happened to me, so.
Yeah, but thank God that you did it, Jim, and thank God that you walked away from corporate-controlled media, which has let us down as the fourth estate in this country.
I'm not going to argue with that. I got to tell you, there's something going on there. There's a reason why this independent media thing is taking off. There's a reason why things like Substack, YouTube are taking off, and why you are taking off, Rosie.
Well, all people want now, after all the lies we've been told from Trump 4 years ago, and we just were getting out of the depression of that, and then back he comes, I believe unfairly. I believe Elon Musk did something. I believe no one has ever won every swing state. I believe the down ballot proof. I believe that he did not win this election, because I was looking at how many people Kamala Harris had. And I just don't believe it. And my friends say you have to believe it, but I don't.
Something tells me if we were to have that election today, we would have a very different result. There's no question about it. Rosie O'Donnell, you are the best. Thank you so much. You're not a national treasure, you're an international treasure. So thank you so much.
Thank you very much. And hi, Mike. Good to see you, buddy.
Rosie says hi, Mike. Mike's looking up at you. He loves you.
Yeah, we had a breakfast at dinner at Kathy Griffin's house honoring him, and I'm just very proud to know him and what an amazing man he is, and thank God he's using his voice and standing up for all those police officers that were harmed by those lunatics who should never have been pardoned.
Yeah, that was a wild experience. I remember vividly. I was at Sean Penn's house, and I get a phone call from Kathy Griffith, who I only knew as being the lady that took a picture with a severed Trump head, and she was like, "Hey, do you want to come to dinner?" And I was like, "Dinner at severed Trump head lady's house? Fuck yeah!" She's like, "I live on Zuma Road. It's right up the street from Sean's." I was like, "Yeah, I can walk." So I went over there and I get inside, and there's Kathy Griffith, and there is Rosie O'Donnell. And I was like, holy shit, that's Rosie O'Donnell.
Yeah. That's what I say every time I see her. It's
and we had a
amazing.
fabulous dinner.
There she is on my computer.
There was wine pairings.
That's the new greeting I get. Holy shit, it's Rosie O'Donnell.
Rosie, great to see you. Thank you so much. You're the best.
Thank you. Good luck.
We love you.
Good luck. Thanks. We love you.
Top of the morning to you. All right, take care.
Top of the morning. Have a pint on me.
We'll have a pint. Don't worry.